Hello guys, today I'm back with Exodus chapter 29 today, so and yeah, we have the pictures, today we're learning about directions for setting apart the priests and more, well, I guess. So let's just start, chapter 29, directions for setting apart the priests. Here is what you must do to set apart Aaron and his sons to serve me as priests. Get a young bull and 2 rams. They must not have any flaws. Get the finest wheat flour. Make round loaves that do not have yeast in them. Make thick loaves of bread that do not have yeast in them. Mix olive oil into the thick loaves of bread. Also make thin loaves of bread that do not have yeast in them. Brush the thin loaves with olive oil. So, you see here, the cow, 2 rams, the bull and 2 rams. Get a bull and two rams that does not have any flaws, and bread with no yeast with olive oil. The thin loaves of bread do not have yeast and is with olive oil. Well, so God said to prepare all of these, right? Put everything in the basket. Offer them along with the bull and the 2 rams. Then bring Aaron and his son to the entrance to the tent of meeting. Wash them with her. Take the inner robe, the outer robe, the linen apron, the apron itself, and the chest clothes. Dress Aaron in them. Take the skillfully made waistband and tie the apron on him with a turban on his head. Connect the sacred plate to the turban. Take the anointing oil and pour it on his head. Bring his sons and dress them in their inner robes. Put caps on their heads. Tie belts on Aaron and his sons. The work of the priest belongs to them. This is my law that will last for all time to come. Then you must prepare Aaron and his sons to serve me. Bring the bull to the front of the tent of meeting. Have Aaron and his sons in place, their hands on its head. Kill it in front of the Lord at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Dip your finger into some of the bull's blood. Put on the horns that stick out from the upper 4 corners of the altar. Pour the rest of it out at the base of the altar. Then take all the fat on the inside parts. Take the long parts off the liver. Take both kidneys with the fat on them, and burn all of it on the altar. But burn the bull's meat. Hide the guts outside the camp. There is a sin offering. Get the one of the rams. Have Aaron killed, and his sons place their hands on its head. Kill it. Take the blood and splash it against the sides of the altar. Cut the ram into pieces. Wash the inside parts and the legs. Put them with the head end. The other pieces. Then burn the whole ram on the altar. It is a burnt offering to me. It has a pleasant smell, but it is a food offering presented to the Lord. The other ram, have Aaron and his sons place their hands on his hand. Kill it. Put some of its blood on their right ear bowls. Aaron and his sons put some of the sums on their right hands. Also put some of on the big toe of their right feet, then splash the blood against the sides of the altar. Get some of the blood from the altar. Also get some of the anointing oil. Sprinkles both of them on Aaron and his clothes and on his sons and their clothes. Then he and his sons and their clothes will be set apart to serve the Lord. Here is what you must take from a second ram. Take the fat tail, and the fat around inside the parts. Take the long part of the liver. Also take both kidneys with the fat on them and the right side. It is the ram you must use when you prepare the priests to serve the Lord. Get 1 round loaf of bread and 1 thick loaf of bread with olive oil mixed in. Also get 1 and 1 thin loaf of bread. Take them from the basket of bread made without yeast. It is the one in front of the Lord. Put all these things in the hands of Aaron and his sons. Tell them to lift them up and wave them in front of the Lord as a wave offering. So, if there is a basket of bread, you get some of the bread out, and let's say this is the bread, all the breads. Don't ask why it is blackened. And then you wave it like if there's bread in your hands, then you wave it on the sky, and that's a wave offering. Well, take all these things from their hands, burn them on the altar along with the burnt offering. It smell pleases the Lord. It is a food offering presented to the Lord. Get the breast of the ram used when you prepare Aaron to serve the Lord. Wave it in front of the Lord as a wave offering. It will be your share of the meat. Here is the part of the second ram that belonged to Aaron and his sons. You must set apart the breast that was waved and the side that was offered. That will be the regular share from the Israelites for Aaron and his sons. People must give it to the Lord from their friendship offerings. Aaron's sacred clothes will belong to his sons who will come after him. Then they can wear them when you anoint them and prepare them to serve the Lord. The son who comes after Aaron as priest must wear them 7 days. He will come and serve in the holy room in the tent of meeting. Get a ram sacrificed when you prepare Aaron and his sons to serve the Lord. Cook the meat in a sacred place. Aaron and his sons must eat the ram's meat, and they must eat all the bread in the basket. They must eat all of it at the entrance to the tent of meeting. These are the offerings to pay for their sins. They must eat them. The offerings made when Aaron and his sons are set apart and prepared to serve the Lord. No one else can eat them. They are sacred when you prepare Aaron and his sons to serve. When you prepare Aaron and his sons to serve me, you will sacrifice the ram and the bread. If any part of the ram or bread are left until morning, burn them up. They must not be eaten. They are sacred. You remember the manna. This means, you remember manna is same like manna. You remember manna, the white thing, the white thing on the ground, yeah, well, it's quite the same as the manna. you need to eat it until next day. If I'm right. Oh. Okay. Everything I have commanded you to do for Aaron and his sons. Take 7 days when you prepare them to serve the Lord. Sacrifice a bull each day. It is a sin offering to pay for their sins. Make an altar pure for olive oil. On it to set it apart. Take 7 days to make the altar pure. Set it apart. Then the altar will be a very holy place. Anything that touches will be holy. Every day sacrifice on the altar 2 lambs are a year old. Sacrifice one in the morning and do the other one when the sun goes down. Along with the first lamb, offer 3.5 pounds of fine flour. Mix it with a quart of oil made of pressed olives. Along with that, sacrifice a quart of wine as a drink offering. Sacrifice the other lamb when the sun goes down. Sacrifice it along with the same grain offering and its drink offerings as you do in the morning. It has a pleasant smell. It is a good offering presented to the Lord for all time to come. This burnt offering must be sacrificed regularly. Sacrifice it at the entrance to the tent of meeting in front of the Lord. There I will meet you and speak to you. There I will also meet with the people of Israel. My glory will make the place holy. So I will set apart the tent of meeting, and the altar I will set apart Aaron and his sons to serve me as priests. Then I will live among the people of Israel, and I will be their God. They will know that I am the Lord their God. They will know that I brought them out of Egypt, so I could live among them. I am the Lord their God. So today's summary is, so if you say it, the the bowl was the sin offering, the sheep was the burnt offering, the bread is a food offering, and the bread that you wave is a wave offering. And the thigh and the priest and the side. Lastly, the priest and the side was a friendship offering. So today we're done with the book. Time to pray. Oh, wait a second. We had a box. Well, almost passed over that. Did you know what did it mean to set something apart? To set something apart meant to keep it for God's special use. All the things in the Holy Ten were used to worship Lord. God. The priest had a special purpose too. They were to lead Israel in worship. Almost passed over this box. Passed over. Yeah. Time to pray. Now, really, it's time to pray. Okay. Dear God, today you learned about Exodus chapter 29. They learned about directions for setting apart a priest today, and they learned about that, and they learned about the burnt offerings and how to do the offerings too. And we learned the offerings and the offerings that you need to do every day, and the offering names. And we learned a lot today, and very thankful to be with you today again and reading this book. We will be with you forever. Amen. Yeah, so we did all of the books today, so well, thank you for watching our videos, and yeah, it's another video finished. So yeah, hope to see you next time. Yeah, so well, thank you for watching my videos. I hope to see you next time.